All right, everyone, I just wanted to send you a little video going over a couple of different things. If you haven't already opened and printed the syllabus and the course outline, please do so before continuing to watch this video. So if you haven't printed those off, please pause this video and go print the syllabus and the course outline first, and then also go ahead and get your web browser open, because I'm going to show you a couple of things on our class on coursecompass.com. So first off, you should have gotten two files that I sent you. One of them is the course syllabus. I'm not going to go over all of this with you. I will assume that you will have read this because there are some important things. First off, my office in SAG 106. There's my office phone number, and then obviously my email address. Please do not use D2L to email me. Again, I repeat, please do not use D2L to email me. Please email me at this email address. A couple other things that I want to point out here. First off, you do need a, and I know I sent this in the email, but you need access to our book, which is right here. Again, you can either go and buy the hard copy of the book at the bookstore, which will come with access to mymathlab.com or coursecompass.com. They're the same website. Or you can just buy access at the bookstore, or you can just buy purchase access from the website directly, and I'll show you where that is on the website in just a second. You will need a graphing calculator, so please get one of those as soon as you can. I prefer the TI, the Texas Instrument models, TI 83, 84, or plus versions of those. Again, the videos that you'll have access to will use the 83 and the 84. Additionally, and I know I put this in the email, but again, your midterm and final must be at least 60% in order for you to pass the course. So keep that in mind. There's the breakdown of the other points. I'll let you look over those. There will be 3 tests that you will take online, meaning that they will be unproctored, so you can do those from your house. The other 2 that you'll have to take are the midterm and the final. Those will have to be done either at the MTSU Testing Center, which you will need to actually schedule your test time at this website that's right here, or you can take it at an approved testing center. Again, that will have to be approved by the MTSU Testing Center, and that is a process. So if you plan on doing that, make sure you give yourself plenty of time to get that accomplished. Do not wait till the last minute. Also, the test taking times at the testing center are first come, first serve. So I would encourage you to schedule your exam as soon as possible. We'll talk about those dates in just a little bit. Homework. Homework has due dates. Do not get behind. There's a 10% per day penalty for working on homework late. So keep that in mind. You have a calendar of when everything is due. And you can also refer to mymathlab.com, coursecompass.com. Those are the same thing again for the due dates. You have quizzes as well. So you'll be doing homework and quizzes for the most part each week. Again, the quizzes have due dates. I will show you where those are. You get 5 attempts. Notice this here. You get 5 attempts on each quiz as long as you do it by the due date. If you want to complete a quiz after the due date, you can do that, but you will only get 1 attempt after the due date. And again, there's still a 10% per day penalty. Additionally, if you want to access a quiz after the due date, you will have to email me and let me know that you want to do that, because those do not automatically open like the homeworks do. Again, the homeworks have the automatic penalty built in. The quizzes do not. I've already talked about the midterm and the final in terms of you having to schedule those. Again, you'll have to schedule at that website. There it is again. That's for the midterm and the final, and I'll be sending out reminders for you about that as well. In terms of dropping the course, you cannot drop the course unless you go through Dr. Lucas. She's the chair of our department. She's located in Peck Hall 202. Again, you cannot just drop the course, so keep that in mind. We want you to get through it, and I hope you do. I hope we get through it on the first time. Attendance, again, we don't really have attendance in the course. However, we will be looking at your postings and your completion of assignments. So I'll be keeping up with that, and I will report it to financial aid if need be. Additionally, lottery scholarship, if you're on that, make sure you read that. And then also, if you are registered with DAC, the Disability and Access Center, or you plan to, by all means, please let me know. So that's a quick overview of the syllabus. Again, I encourage you to read it word for word and let me know if you have any questions. The other thing I emailed you was the course outline. It looks like this. All of the sections that we'll be doing are located in this box here. You'll notice how I have the weeks broken up with where the sections lie, as well as when the tests are due, and then what week it is. I don't have the day or the section by section due dates on here. It just would be too congested. So those are located on MATLAB. So if you see the note here, see MATLAB for due dates for each of these sections here. Now on the right hand side, you'll see the quiz due dates. So again, you have homework, which are all of these sections, and then you have quizzes, which are all of these. Now, you do not have a quiz on every section that's over here, but you have a lot of quizzes. So you'll notice that most of the sections do have quizzes, but not all of them. I didn't know where to put the final exam, so I just put on here that you have to take it by Tuesday, May 3rd. So just keep that in mind. And again, I'll be reminding you about scheduling your time at the testing center. But again, I encourage you to print this off for sure and keep this with you. Plan your calendar around these due dates. Okay, so again, if you have, excuse me, if you have any questions about this, by all means, let me know. I think I've already said this, but everyone must take the final. That's a departmental policy, so you must take the final in order to pass the course. And just as a reminder, the midterm and the final have to average 60% or higher in order to pass the course. Okay, so that's an overview of the two documents that I sent you. Now let's take a look at Course Compass or mymathlab.com. Those are the same website. It doesn't actually matter which one you go to. So let's just say we go to coursecompass.com. If you type in mymathlab.com, it will take you to the same thing. So first thing you'll have to do is to register as a student. The three things that you'll need is your email. Please use your MTSU email when you're setting this up. You'll need your course ID. This is located in our, in the email that I sent you, so please don't lose that. I can pull that up just so you have it in the video, but the course ID that you'll need is Duncan 44421. And again, you'll have to have that to access our course. So I'll go ahead and copy that. Again, it's in the email that I sent you. So once you're here, you'll say, okay, register, and the first thing it's going to ask you for is the course ID. So type that in, and then once you do that, you should see our course here. If that does not pop up, please do not try to register for whatever pops up. Please make sure it says our course. After you do that, some of you have Pearson accounts. If you do have a Pearson account, you can just type in your username and password. This is going to be especially beneficial for those of you that might be retaking this course. If you're retaking it, you do not have to purchase a new access code. However, if you have a Pearson account from a different course, you will need a new access code. For some of you, you'll just create a Pearson account, and then it's just going to ask you for your name, email, things like that, login information. So let's show you what the course looks like. So after you get all that set up, you'll sign in. Now mine obviously is going to look a little bit different than yours. Once you log in, you're going to see all of this. The stuff on the right is things that are posted by Pearson. That's the company that owns the website. And then your course will look just like this. So it will say Math 1530 KD1 Spring 16. You will not have this other course listed here. So just click on the course. And I actually think yours looks a little bit different than mine. I want to say yours has like a green and a blue box. So just click near the course name and it will take you in the course. Once you get there, there's a couple of different places I need you to focus on. First off, the course questions. If you have questions, by all means, post them here. Again, if it's something that pertains to your grades or any personal issue, by all means, please email me for those. But for general questions, please post them here so the rest of the class can see them. Excuse me. I've also posted your syllabus and course outline here. Again, this is in case you lose the email or lose the printouts from the ones that I emailed you. So those are here again. And if anything changes for some odd reason, I will obviously update the course outline. The assignment section just echoes what's on the course outline. The general trend of everything that you will do will watch the video, do the online homework, and take the online quiz. Again, not every section has a quiz. Again, don't forget that I expect that you do the homework by the due dates, but you can work on them past the due date, but there is a 10% per day penalty. So keep that in mind. I do not want you getting behind. If you want extra practice without having any grade implications, the study plan is a place to go. So if you've completed the homework but you want more practice on specific topics, then go to the study plan. Don't go to the homework, because then it's going to think that you're trying to improve your grade. So keep that in mind. If you click on any of the weeks, it's going to show you the sections that I expect you to do. Again, these should match up to the course outline that I emailed you. So again, all of those should match. The most important thing to you is going to be the videos. This is where you will get all of your content besides the book on the course. So if you click on Unit 1, this is all of the stuff, or all of the sections that you will be tested on for Test 1. So you can click on Chapter 1 and you'll see videos and PowerPoints for that, for each section that's in that chapter. So again, keep that course outline so you know which sections you should be keeping up with. Okay, so that's one of the most important things, is your videos. The next thing is your homework. This is where you'll be doing your homework. Now again, remember on the course outline, I did not have the due dates for every section on there, but you'll see the due dates here next to each section. So I don't know if you want to write these on there or if you just want to keep up with it from week to week, but make sure you adhere to those due dates. Again, there's a 10% per day penalty. So all of those are open for you. Again, you can get ahead, just don't get behind. When you go into your homework, you should get 3 chances per question to answer it correctly. If you don't get it right, you can hit similar exercise and you can try the problem again. Again, there's no limit on that, but again, if you're having trouble on a problem and you're having to do it multiple times, you might want to come see me, email me, go to the Math Lab, do something, because obviously we're having some trouble in that area. So the homework is not the one-all be-all. Just because you get 100% here doesn't mean you know it. Now I said you get 3 attempts on each question. If the question's multiple choice, you won't get 3 chances, you only get 2. But you can get in there and play around with that. Notice the help tools that are over here as well. Okay, so that's the homework. The next thing is the quizzes and tests. Again, you'll be taking quizzes every week almost, and this is also where your tests are. So you'll see Test 1 and your midterm. Now Test 1 is a stay-at-home test. All of your exams, Test 1, midterm, Test 3, Test 4, and the final exam, all have prerequisites for you being able to take them. So if you want to take Test 1, notice this flag here, you've got to get at least 50% on practice Test 1 before being able to work on it. So you need to keep that in mind when you schedule that exam, especially for the midterm and the final. You've got to satisfy that practice exam before you get to go take it. So you need to make sure you plan for that. Again, notice you get 5 attempts on every quiz except the tests. You won't get you only get 1 chance on those. Again, the midterm and the final exam will be the ones that are proctored, meaning that you'll have to go to the MTSU testing center or an approved testing center to get access to those. So you will not do those at home. And again, I'll be sending out reminders about that as we get closer. Again, homework help, these are problems that are just worked out that we find that students struggle on. You can view these. These are completely worked out that you're more than welcome to look at. Obviously, there's not something from every chapter, but there's some things to look at. And you'll see problems in the videos as well. Study plan, again, this is just for practice. You can do practice. You can do quizzes on every section or any section. So you're more than welcome to utilize that. Unofficial gradebook, again, this is as close as it's going to get. It's not official, but it's something to give you a rough estimate of where you're at. Virtual copy of the book. This is where I said that you can have access to the book even if you don't buy the hard copy. So you can click on any section that you want and it will take you to the actual book. If you click here, it will take you to the book pages straight out of the book. Okay guys, so that's a quick overview of everything. Again, I know some of you are more familiar with Course Compass than others, Again, I hope this helps as an overview. Again, keep this video handy. If you have any questions, by all means, let me know. And I look forward to working with all of you this semester. So I look forward to hearing